is also a transformational specialist. His vision is to empower the individual with life skills required to be and successful in his life area of interest and help corporates to get the right blend of employees. He also work toward corporate. He is having rich experience of 26 years in MNC in leadership roles, handling the functions like SCM, warehousing, logistics, administration, sales, and marketing. Simultaneously, he evolved as corporate trainer and coach. He is a perfect blend of hands-on experience in industries coupled with the effective training aids, delivery skills, and industry-relevant examples. Companies worked for Cummins, Saint-Gobain, then Hyundai, Suzuki, and Bombardier. So these are the uh, many corporate and good experience he is having. We are glad to have you with us, sir. It's our pleasure to be with you, and it's our opportunity. So over to you, and thank you very much to be here. So all of you, thank you very much. Over to you,
Uh,
sir.
yeah, thank you, Dr. Neeta, for that wonderful introduction of mine.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
so let's not spend much time in waiting for the people now. So first of all, a very good evening to all of you, and it's raining outside over here, and in another 20-25 minutes, it's going to rain something in terms of knowledge with all of you. So I hope all of you are quite ready and excited. And before we start, thank you, Prashantji, for that good morning. I really love that. You are always in a mood of new morning whenever it comes to learning something new. Okay, so assuming that all of you are really very excited, just before I start with this session, please be aware that we'll be doing this for exactly 60 minutes. Perhaps it will be more than 60 minutes. Okay. Second thing is this session will be divided into two parts. The first part is basic knowledge about goal setting, which I think everybody in this forum is very much aware of. And the second part is we will learn some few techniques, one or two techniques, which will actually give you a trigger as to how do I set the goal and how do I achieve it. And I want all of you to be really very interactive with this because I'll be posing some questions. I don't want you to speak out because that will create a chaos over here. So let's use the chat box for responding to my queries. Okay, so all set, go, and I want everybody to type Jabardast because I'll tell you why. So if you're ready to go with, let me have the word Jabardast seen in the chat box by everybody who wants to really enjoy this session, and we are good to go then. Thank you, Prashantji, for your Jabardast thing. And then I think I'll not spend time on my introduction because Dr. Neeta has already explained in a very beautiful way. And thank you all of you for that Jabardast in the text box. Before I go ahead with the session, I would really like to thank Ms. Jyoti, Ms. Neeta and her team who are very successfully running this IAI3 International Association of Industry Institute Interface, and it's a very noble cause, I would say. And in today's scenario of this pandemic, it's really helping people a lot. So special thanks to all this team. Thanks to Dr. Neeta and Jyoti ma'am. Okay, now before we jump into the session, let's try to understand what exactly I'm going to talk about today. So I am into a mission wherein I am running a series of Jabardast learning. Okay, I'm running a series of Jabardast learning. So this word Jabardast itself has a power. Okay, and I want to give this power to the community with some base into the mind. So our community has three pillars, out of which the third pillar we are going to discuss about here is the power of giving. So we are here to give to the society whatever we have earned. So if you talk about me, I've got everything in my life which I wished for. Okay, so whether it's financial success, whether it's success in the corporates, or whether it's success in achieving anything I want, so I'm over satisfied with what I'm having. And now from last about 4-5 years, I am into this mode of power of giving, and that's where the community we are talking about. Having said that, let me ask you a simple question. Now your task begins, dear friends. Okay, so the task begins. Volume has to be increased. Let me try if I can. I'll have to shout now. Okay. So the first question to all of you is, what is a goal? Can somebody tell me what do you understand by goal? Because everybody I know understands the meaning of goal, except for the one which is given, in the football game, not that one. Okay, so what is a goal? Quickly, come on. Just trigger your mind. Whatever comes to your mind, goal is something which I want to achieve. Goal is something which is my purpose of the life. Anything can be the. Anything can be your answer. Come on, all of you.
Okay, if we say goal, a goal is something which is having some kind of time limit wherein I am giving a specific target to myself and I want to achieve that particular thing. That is what is my goal. There are several different types of goal rather.
Okay.
Life purpose is something which is a most important goal for which actually we are spending our whole life. But yeah, of course, we may have a very short term goal, a long term goal, and a very specific goal. So goal is something wherein I want to achieve something. I can easily see the milestone. Within that I have everything, like that clarity is there, how my journey will be, what will be the milestone. That everything includes goal setting and goal. So that is what I think goal is.
I think that's a very apt answer, and it is almost common to everybody. Everybody has this same answer almost. And let us understand the simple question number two. Okay, everybody knows what is a goal is. Now the question is, I mean, I've just scattered those words. Why are goals really necessary? Okay, so that is the question. So I'm just trying to read it for you. So why are really goals necessary? Okay, that's the bigger question. I'll not spend time in much waiting for your responses. Let me just give you my perception behind this. The perception comes from what? Okay, the perception comes from two factors. The first factor is the knowledge which is available everywhere. So there is hardly any person on this earth, I mean, those who come into the Google category, who doesn't know what is a goal. Okay, so I assume that everybody know what is a goal. I also assume that everybody also understands the importance of goals. That yes, goals are damn important. Why are they important? Because n number of reasons. Each and everybody of us will have a different reason why goal is important. What I've done is I've just squeezed some knowledge from the books, from the authors, from the psychiatrists, from the psychologists, from the management gurus everywhere. And then I've just tried to put it in simple English so that we all focus on the same why as to why goals are required. Okay. Now the first thing is goals gives us a clarity from confusion. So whatever there is in the mind, it gives us a clarity. So sometimes I've come across thousands of people in my life in the professional industry. So I've come across so many people, almost 80% of the people. I'm not talking about the success achieved by them in the corporate world, irrespective of whatever position they are working at. Just try to just trying to emphasize this. Irrespective of whatever position they are working at, most of them are still not having clarity as to why they are doing this. Okay, so those are the people who don't have a goal. So I'm into a supply chain profession. I'm also coming into the same category. I didn't know which is my profession, right? What I'm going to love. Accidentally I fell into this profession as soon as I completed my graduation. Then I considered myself as I am a STM professional. Of course, I added my knowledge and certificates and qualification and all those things. But again, there was no clarity 20 years back why I should go to supply chain management. Now, since I have a huge amount of knowledge, I say that I am a supply chain management. Why this happens is only because of, if you see the picture on the screen, there are two images. One image is a paper aeroplane, another image is of an actual aeroplane. So these are the two pictures which actually denote why a goal is required. So most of us, please forgive me if you are not falling in this category, but most of the people, they fall into the category of the paper aeroplane. Everybody spends time and energy and enjoys making a paper aeroplane and flies it. And everybody knows that this is going to land wherever the wind takes it. But when it comes to the real aeroplane, it is navigated and destined. It will start from Delhi and it has to go to Singapore. It has to go to Singapore only. That is the difference between the two objects. Now, let us understand the relation of these two things with our own goal setting problem. So why are goals required? First of all, goals gives a push forward. If you have something in your mind, if you have decided that you want to achieve something, and if you set it as a goal, it's going to push you forward. Somebody has said that I want to clear my UPSC, is having a goal in front of him that I want to clear UPSC. So UPSC is a factor which will make you wake up early in the morning, which will make you read books, which will make you go to the coaching classes and all sort of things which are required to achieve that goal. Agree or not? Keep on typing yes, yes, if you agree and if you like it. Okay, just before we proceed ahead, all my Jabardast series of sessions, we have a code word called Jabardast. So in the entire session, you will come across one or two new things. You'll come across one or two new things which you have heard for the first time. Okay. It sounds bit I mean awkward, like ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है कि पहली बार सुना, ऐसी तो बहुत सारी चीजें हमने सुनी है. But in case you come across any such thing which you are hearing for the first time, और अगर आपको जोर का झटका लगता है, तो then you have to type Jabardast in the chat box. That's just the rule of this game today. Okay. Now the second thing why goal is required is it brings the best out of us. If you are having a goal, you will definitely give your best so that you achieve that goal. None of the person on this earth wants to be blamed or wants to be named as a failure. The fun part behind it is, the fact or the fun part behind it is, some people, I mean, most of the people, they have their goals. Most of them, they fail in achieving the goals, but they never feel bad about it because they have a list of excuses. They have a list of blame games. They have a list of people whom they are supposed to blame for not achieving their goals. Those people, they cannot bring best out of them. Okay, because they are not specific about their goals. Third and the most important part, which I feel, is if you have a goal, then you start believing in yourself, because that is the factor which makes you believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, then most of the toughest of the things become much, much, much easier. Okay, so it's nothing but the biggest motivation, like somebody already wrote in the chat box. Yes, goals are the biggest motivation. Whatever motivational speakers talk, I mean, people like me, they keep on doing blah blah blah. अरे ऐसा करो, इतना होगा, बड़ा होगा, ये होगा. It's there for time being. किसी के लिए वो एक दिन काम करेगा. For some people, it will work for 1 week, for 1 month. Nothing beyond that. But ultimately, if you have to be motivated, it has to come from within, and the only factor which you can motivate from within is nothing but your goal and goal. Okay, so now the context for the goal setting is clear. I assume all the 24 people in this session are aware of what is the goal. All the 24 people in this session are aware why goals are essential, and that is nothing new to everybody. So again, the same thing, the same old things I'm going to repeat. Now, how to understand that how should my goals should be. Again, what is going to be coming on the screen, it's a very, very common terminology, so please excuse me for that. Okay, we are going to repeat the same terminology कि गोल कैसे होने चाहिए, दुनिया बोलेगी गोल स्मार्ट होने चाहिए, and everybody of you now is ready to tell कि यार आप सवाल पूछो, I am going to answer what is the meaning of S, what is M, what is A, what is R, what is T. Definitely you can type if you want, but I'll just repeat it for you once again. So SMART is the common terminology used across the globe, like what should be a goal look like, and it means the same everywhere. So your goal has to be very specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be achievable, it has to be realistic, and it has to be time bound. Okay, everybody knows this? Just type yes if you know. Everybody knows. I assume that everybody knows this, and everybody also knows कि ये काम नहीं करता है. It is bit contradictory. I have been conducting these goal setting sessions for many years from now. I've been talking about these smart goals lots of time. Most of the trainers, all the trainers, they talk about this. Very, very important factor. Goals have to be smart. But tell me, dear friends, this is a theoretical part. Unless and until you get the key, how do I write a smart goal? Okay, there are scripts available. There are scripts available. Say, for example, I want to reduce my weight and I want to become slim. So this is a vague goal. So what is a smart goal? I want to reduce my weight by 10 kg. Now it's 90 kg. I want to reduce it to 80 kg by December 31st. That becomes a category of smart goal. I'll not go much into the details of this standard definition of smart. Okay, because there's something much important and much attractive which is hidden for you, and that's the reason why I call it this as a Jabardast session. Okay, so it has to be realistic. I mean, if I say that from 90 kg to 50 kg, it is not going to be realistic. If I say that I'll achieve 90 kg to 80 kg in 2 days, again it's not achievable, so it's not falling into that criteria. So you have to check the goal. So somebody saying that I want to clear UPSC in 1 month, not possible, because there is a time span for doing a UPSC exam. There are certain formalities to be completed. Okay, definitely the powerful goal could be like, I will clear the UPSC or IAS in the first attempt, or somebody is doing say CA, which is the toughest exam. I think I need to unmute somebody. Yeah. Just okay. Okay. Sorry, there was some disturbance from some participants. Okay. So, anyways, so unless and until we have a smart goal, this is required. Smart goal is definitely required. I don't say that this is not required. But in order to make this smart goal workable for you, everybody wants it to be workable. Everybody wants it to be workable. Just type yes if you want this work for you. In next 5 to 10 minutes, you'll just see the magic, how it's going to work for you without putting much of efforts, without giving much of motivation from my side, without I doing anything. You will be the person who will do something for yourself to achieve your smart goals. So just in your mind, we'll take a pause of 15 seconds. Just in your mind, just think of something which you want to achieve immediately in next month, also the current month of September 2020. Okay, and this is my guarantee, irrespective of whatever background you come from, irrespective of how lazy you are, irrespective of how much you procrastinate. Okay, all these are the factors which which drift you away from the goal. These are factors है ना, why we are not able to achieve goals. We have standard factors that people will talk about. Procrastination, hey, procrastination is something which you cannot avoid, so all those sophisticated factors will come in front of you. But now I'm going to disclose something, dear friends. Maybe it's a first timer for most of you. There are few people who have listened to me, but first time you'll listen to this and you'll really resonate with that. What I'm going to talk about. It is nothing but a common sense converted into something called as training. I'll again repeat this sentence. What I do is I just convert a common sense into a training model, because 80% of the things, just mark these statistics, 80% of the things can be done by using common sense. Barring those technical engineering things, most of the things can be done using common sense. And as rightly said by many of the philosophers, the most uncommon thing is common sense. Okay, now let's understand what is Jabardast Smart Goals. Again, it is going to consist of all those SMART. I'm not going to change the nomenclature. Okay, now get ready, dear friends, because now I'm going to explode the bomb for all of you. So the goal has to be this SMART goal, no doubt about it. Okay, so we will not divert from the SMART technique of goal setting. But at the same time, the S of the first goal talks about something called as, you need to be serious about the goal. Most of the people, they fail, they don't achieve the goal because they are not at all serious about the goal. They are setting the goal with a plan. I'll tell you, with a plan. Most of them have a plan. They will tell that yes, I couldn't achieve because of this. So before even not achieving that, they have the list of things to tell that why they have not achieved the goal. Okay, the M factor, it has to be measurable, no doubt about it. The M factor is also very important. It has to be measurable, but at the same time, you should mean, and the goal has to be a meaningful one, not for the sake of setting a goal that I have this goal and I'll achieve this. No, you should mean it. अगर आप अपने गोल को मीन नहीं करते हो, इसको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करते हो, you're never going to achieve that goal. Okay, makes sense for some of you, at least the first 2 points. नॉर्मली जो जबरदस्त वाला झटका आता है वो लास्ट वाले में आता है, सो टी में आपको जबरदस्त वाला झटका जरूर मिलेगा, बट टिल दैट टाइम एंजॉय दिस. तीसरा जो ए है, ए इट हैज टू बी अचीवेबल, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, इट हैज टू बी अचीवेबल. बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आई एम अ बॉय 50 years boy, 48 years boy, and I am having a weight of 90 kg. I take a goal of reducing my weight from 90 kg to 89.5 kg. Definitely it falls into the category of what? Achievable. But it does not fall into category of the Jabardast Smart Setting because it has to be ambitious. अगर आपकी कैपेसिटी 100 करने की है तो आपका गोल 120 होना चाहिए, as simple as that. Even if it is achievable, it has to be bit stretched. अगर ambitious नहीं तो आपका लास्ट वाला टी कभी अचीव नहीं करोगे, इतना याद रखना, ठीक है. Third thing is it has to be realistic. Definitely it has to be realistic, but at the same time, this is going to blow your minds, dear friends. At the same time, it has to be a reflective one. It has to be a reflective one. There is a guy who says that I am going to earn 20 crores a year from now onwards. Today my income is just 2 lakh per annum, and I am aiming to reach 20 crores per annum. Very ambitious, very, very ambitious goal, no doubt about it. But my dear friend, do you have a smart plan? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time bound. Time bound है, मैं 1 साल के अंदर करूँगा, but just try to bring in some names in front of you. If you can type, just type in this chat box. There are